Hey guys, it's Rosie again. Today we are making this Hausa blouse with these trimmings. You can see that it look nice, and the sleeve is a funnel sleeve. This is the skirt. This is the slant of the skirt. It's pleated. So guys, I welcome all my new subscriber, my old subscriber. Thank you for supporting this channel. And if today is your first time, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. So the first thing I'll be doing is I'll rule out my shoulder, which is 8 inches. I just rule out 8 inches, then I put in my shoulder slant of 1 inches. I come to the midpoint and I came. So guys, don't forget that I already marked my bust line, which is 10 inches. I measured my waistline, which is 17, my hip line, which is 25, then the length of the gown. I use 40 inches for the length of the top because I want it to be long. So this is what I'm doing. First of all, I mark my bust measurement. I added 2 inches allowance. I mark my waistline. I mark 2 inches allowance. Then on my hip line, I mark my hip line. Then I added 3 inches allowance. That was because I want it to be free from the hip downward. You know, it's supposed to be like a shape, but I'll just do it like this, and I want it to be free at the waist. So that's why I added extra 1 inches for my allowance. So this is my neckline. I'm using 3.5 by 3.5 for the front, and the back I'll just go in by 1.5, like 3.5 by 1.5 for the back and 3.5 by 3.5 for my front neckline. So that's what I did. You can see that I placed two fabric on each other, then I came out by 2 inches on the other side, so that would be my back line. I don't have to cut twice, so I just came on my back. I measured in half of a knee to avoid a zipper bulge, so I just slanted down. That's my back. I came in on my waistline by half an inches to avoid a zipper bulge. So I also added the extra 2 inches to my length of the gown, so that I'll use it to turn my fabric. Then I'll cut it out. This is me trying to cut it out, guys. I appreciate all my whole subscribers for subscribing to this channel. Thank you for helping me grow. And if you are new, today is your first time, please don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel. So let's continue. This is me trying to cut out my fabric. So for this one, you can see that at that armhole, it's not the same thing. The front and the back armhole are not the same. You will see what I'm trying to explain to you guys here. This is my front. You know my front is 3.5 by 3.5. I've went ahead to cut that one, and you can see the armhole. Only the front is different. I came in a little bit by half an inch for the front armhole, and that's it. So this is my lining. For my lining, I reduced it by 2 inches initially, but at the end of the day, I later reduced it by 3 inches. So maybe you can just reduce yours by 3 inches, so that when you want to line it, you just have to drag it, and it will give you a neat finishing. So this is my lining. I'll do the same thing for my back. I'll cut for my backs too. And this is my skirt. I first of all marked the waist, then I came down by 10 inches for my hip. I input my measurement, then that will be my knee line. This is my knee line. So what I did is I marked my waist, I put in my dart, then I added 1.5 inches so in allowance. For my hip as well, I input my hip measurements, then I added 1.5. So for my knee, I just reduced the knee by 1.5, then I mark it down. So this is my back. this is the back of the skirt, and you can see that the allowance I'm adding for the back is a bit is much, and that's because of the slants that we want to input on the back. It has this Hausa slant, or I don't know. Well, I think it's common in Hausa land. They use that slant most of the time. So I'm starting from my knee measurement, which is 22. So from this knee measurement, I'll just mark it out. I marked out 8 inches for those of you that want to know the amount of fabric that I marked out. That's 8 inches. So this is me cutting it out. You can see that I just input my 1.5 zip allowance, then I leave the rest of the 8 inches, then I cut it out. I'll also go ahead, I'll cut my lining as well. I'll reduce it by 2 inches, although I use 3 inches. So this is my sleeve. This is me trying to cut out my sleeve. I came down by 4 inches, then I roll it out, then I just slant it like this. And I came to my I reduce it at the knee. I don't know. I just reduce it at the middle side, then I slant it out like this, and I'll cut it out, and that's all for the cutting. So let's go to the joining. Guys, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and if you have any comments, just drop it in the comment section. So first of all, what I did here is I did a gator at the midpoint, then I mark 4 inches. That's my midpoint, 4 inches different, and I added another gator there. So that's me from my middle point gator. I mark 4 inches all the way down. Then this is me trying to mark where I will slant. So I came from the downside, I came up by 15, but at the end of the day, I think I used 18 inches. I slanted the top by 18 inches. First thing I'll be doing is I'll place my trimmings on both sides. I'll sew it. And that's what I'll do first. Before I'll slant the stuff, I'll first of all place the trimmings. I'll sew the trimmings. Then after sewing the trimmings, I'll also sew this. So you can see I've sewn the trimmings on my fabric. This is me trying to show you that I have a little bit of space over there. So this is me. I've joined my back. I've joined my lining. And then after joining the lining, that's when I will now trim it out. Can you see what I did there? I'll now trim. I'll trim it up to where I slant it to. Can you see? So this is my back. I'll join the back, and I will add my zip at the back. So after doing this, I'll join my front and my back together, and this is me. I've joined the front and the back, and you can see the slant, you can see the lining as well. Everything is looking neat. I went ahead and put my trimmings at this upper side too, because that's her preference. She said she wants some trimmings at the neckline, so I just added some trimmings at the neckline. This is the sleeve that I cut initially. So first of all, I will do the downside. I will put my trimmings like this as well. Then I will add it to the shoulder. You can see that's how I will add it to my shoulder. So after adding, I'll just mark our measurements. Then I'll sew everything. I'll sew the other side too. So this is our skirt. I went ahead and joined the lining and the look at the back side. There's no slant. Everything is just straight. I did not slant that back. It's just straight at that my slant side. So you guys can see I first of all mark my 8 inches. I left 8 inches at the measurement, so I'll mark my 8 inches. Then I'll also mark my 1.5 zipper allowance all the way down. That's what I'm trying to do here. So I'm done marking my zipper allowance. It rhymes with the 8 inches, so I don't have much issue. So this 8 inches, I'll divide it by 3, which will give me 2, 2, 2. So this is me trying to mark the 2, 2 out. I'm just trying to divide it by 3, and I have 2.5 I suppose. So I just divided the 8 inches by 3, and what I got, I'll mark it and I'll sew it down. I've sewn this 3 line. I'm trying to say I've sewn this my zipper allowance too, and I also sewed the 3 line. So after sewing this, I'll go to my ironing table. You know that 3 line, I'll just try and divide the first one. This is it. I think I used 2.5. So 2.5 divided by 2 will give me, I think, 1.5 or so. So I will divide it on both sides, 1.5 on one side and 1.5 on the other side. That's what I will do. So I have 3 lines like that, or 3 slants to iron. So I will go ahead and iron slant like this. Guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, help my channel to grow. Thank you. So I'll put in I don't have a steam iron, so that's why I'm using the water, so that the gator or the shape of the slant will show. So this is my second line. You can see I'm trying to measure it out. I make sure that they are equal on both sides. If it is not that equal, I'll just input my ruler to put that space out, so that it will be easier for me. So that's what we are doing here. So this is me. I'm trying to expand my camera so that you can really see what I'm doing. So I input my ruler to just make sure the lines are equal. This takes time, but if you can do it, is something that is very easy and simple to make. Can you see that this is my last line? I'm just trying to make sure it's divided into 2. You can see that I'm doing it with much patience. You have to be patient with it, so that the gator or the shape of the slant will be very, very beautiful. This is me trying to do it little by little. You can use your ruler to straighten the stuff, so that the thing will be equal. So this is me. I'm done with it, and I'll sew it down at that side, and this is the final look. So this is my front and my back. I'll place it on each other, and I'll tape my skirt like this, and I'll input my measurements. Then I'll sew it. This is the back. I joined the front and the back before I loosened these ropes that I had at the back. And guys, we are done. This is the outcome. This is the slant. Can you see that it came out neat and beautiful? And this is our top as well. You can see the top. This is the sleeve. It came out nice, and everything is looking good. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Don't forget